So if anyone else has got any requests, put them in. Nice to see so many of you here tonight. So shoulders it is. Well, we're going to be looking at hands as well and how we activate the hands and how that impacts us through the rest of our practice as well, and protecting our wrists. So fab. Well, we'll get started then. If anyone else joins, they join. So welcome everyone. Thanks for coming along again. As I mentioned in my post, we're going to be looking at Hasta Bandha, so hand lock, and how we engage that to protect the wrists. I'm not going to get too technical, but just give you enough so that you can begin to bring that into your practice. And it just gives you a little bit more body awareness of how fundamental the hands are in your practice, and actually we overlook them a lot, so we'll give them a little time today. But to begin with, we will come seated. We'll take a different approach to start class today. Sometimes it's really difficult to just come and sit after a really busy day. So we'll close our eyes, come to cross-legged, inhale, raise the arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Opening your eyes now, inhale. Reach your hands up. Exhale, reach the hand down to the right, and the left arm reaches over. Inhale here. You can walk that right hand away. We're just trying to come into a side stretch. If I look like I'm doing the opposite way around to you, sometimes Instagram and Facebook flip the screen. Unfortunately, I can't change it. So it's right hand down, left arm reaching over. Inhale, right palm meets the left overhead. Exhale, down to left hand grounds to the left, reach that right arm over. Find that side stretch. Inhale, come back to center. I'll show you from the side. Exhale, twist right. Left hand to right knee, right fingertips behind. Inhale, sitting tall, find that length. Exhale, gentle twist right. Back to the other side. Inhale. And exhale, left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left again. Inhale, center. Bring the palms overhead. Exhale. This time you can either reach forward, or if the hips are tight, bring the hands in front and then walk the hands gently forward into Sukhasana, folded variation. Chin tucked in gently. And breathe there. Inhale, rise up onto those fingertips, walk the hands back in. And exhale, cross the legs the opposite way. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale again, hinge forward or walk the hands forward gently. Inhale, walk your hands back up to seated. And then we'll take a few moments here. Close your eyes. Now connect with your breath. With each exhale, let thoughts of the day just past fade away. Thoughts of what you have to do in an hour, let them go too. Deepen breath and lengthen breath. If ujjayi in your practice, engage this here now. That engagement of the abdominals with your breath. lifting up pelvic floor, that bowl within, or basin in our pelvis, bowl of our core. Cast your mind to what you hope to gain from your practice this evening. Allow it to come naturally, don't try and find that thought, just allow it to come. And stay with this in your practice this evening. Opening your eyes, roll forward, come onto all fours. So we'll just talk through the Hasta Bandha. So fingertips are nice and wide, hands spread out. Then from here I'll show my hands up to you as I talk through this. Knees underneath hips. Now just allow yourself to just sink naturally as you do in your all fours pose. Now notice where the weight is. Likely the weight is in the heel of the hand, right at the base of the wrist. So from here now, change this. Press to the outer edge of the hand on the little finger side and then on the thumb. And notice what happens. Where does the weight change? It shifts forward, and by doing that your fingertips start to activate and press into the mat too. Notice perhaps now forearms are activating and the palms are cupping. So if you're unsure, you see my hand, it's on the outer edge here and then the inner edge. And by doing that, the fingers activate by pressing that outer edge. The forearm and hands really engage. From here now, keep pressing. Notice if the palm starts to cup. And again, then the knuckles will begin to press into the mat. From here, we'll maintain that, toes tuck under. Push the hips back, walk the feet back a little bit. Try and maintain it. Press the floor away. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees. Give the hands a rest a second, move the fingertips. Try again. Press, and notice as you press into the outside edge of the hands, what happens to the core? Does it switch on? What happens to the shoulders? It's really easy if we just collapse into the wrists. The shoulders come up to the ears. So when you press into those hands, the shoulders move away from the ears, the core switches on. And that's what we want to do in a lot of our physical poses or asana in our practice. Toes tuck under, inhale, take the hips up and back, try and maintain that. Notice you've got more space through the ears, or around the ears and shoulders I should say. Exhale, lower onto your knees. Come to sit back on your heels. We're just going to warm up through the forearms. So take fingertips up into the air and begin, I'll come a little bit closer so you can see me, begin to reach out through the fingertips. Seems easy to start. Really reach out through the fingertips. It'll start to get hot soon, so we're engaging this here. Welcome to any late joiners on Facebook Live as well. Welcome. So keep reaching up through those fingertips. Forearms might be starting to burn, hands might be starting to get hot and tired and slow down. Keep it going. That's it. Nearly there, really activating these forearms and hands. 5 more breaths. 3, 2, keep it going, and 1. Whew. Shake out the wrists. So we're going to explore that Hasta Bandha as we go throughout our sequence today. So walk the hands forward, spread out through the fingertips, find the outer edge, the inner edge, toes tuck under, inhale, hips lift up and back, downward dog. Press the floor away, engage the thighs, find length through the spine. So if you need to, bend the knees. But focus on spine length rather than the heels coming down and then rounding through that upper back. We want to keep some length there. Final breath. Exhale, gaze forward, walk the feet to the front. Hands can lift. Hands to shins, inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, forward fold, tummy to thighs. Engage your core, inhale, rise to stand. So gentle lift, palms touch, and exhale, release the hands down. So we're going to warm up with some flow. And we're also going to look at opening through the outer hips as well today. Inhale, reach up, gaze to fingertips. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold, gentle with those hamstrings. Inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to mat. Step that left foot back, keep the back knee lifted. Slide those left toes back. Come onto fingertips. Inhale, shine the heart center forward. Feel that stretch down that left leg. Breathing there. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, bend the knees, step that right foot back. High lunge variation. Keep the fingertips to the floor, to the mat. Inhale, shine the heart center forward. Inhale, step that right foot forward now. Toes touch. Inhale, gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gazing pose again. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to mat, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower knees and chest. So you allow the chest to come forward, so you lean forward slightly. Lower the chest to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose, first back bend, chest open for the day. Squeeze those elbows in. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Find your Hasta Bandha here again now. Notice what happens, the change through the arms, the activation through the rest of the body, all the way from the hands. Rise onto the toes, right foot steps forward. Drop that back knee. Inhale, arms rise. Open through heart center, really lift that chest up. So don't think about taking the hands back, just think about that chest lifting up. From here now, inhale. Exhale, left arm starts to come up the back, right hand drops over, just a flow. I'll show you from behind. So we exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Warming up to those shoulders for you, Lara. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale and exhale. So the next time the left elbow reaches up towards the ceiling, see if you can find a bind, see if you can connect the fingertips, or grab if you've got a top or a belt, or just grab your top if you can't reach. Work that left forearm back now so the neck can be nice and long, and maybe come a little deeper into that lunge. But engage the left glute very lightly. Exhale, release that bind now. Bring your hands to the mat. Step it back to plank. Inhale here. If you want a stronger practice, lower through full plank or chaturanga. Otherwise, lower the knees, lower the chest. Yogi's choice. You can come to cobra. Slide the hands back. Inhale through to upward dog. Thighs engage. Some of us are a bit pigeon-toed here, so if you can, try and draw the heels towards each other to the midline. Exhale over knees or toes, downward dog. Find that engagement, outer edge of the hands, press into the fingertips and knuckles. Maintain that now. Rise onto the toes, round to the back, left foot steps forward, drop the back knee. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale here. Steady the gaze, steady your deep breath. Inhale. Exhale now, left arm up the back, right hand down. Swapping over, inhaling and exhaling. Keep that chest lifted. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, next time the right elbow's up, stay there. See if you can clasp those hands again. Notice which side is more challenging. Work that right elbow back. Inhale here. Exhale. See if you can come a little bit deeper into that lunge. Scissor those thighs together. Nice, everyone. Breathing there. Exhale, release the hands. We vinyasa again. If at any time you want to skip the vinyasa, please do. and meet us in downward dog. Otherwise, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Yogi's choice. Exhale, over knees or toes. Downward dog. 2 breaths here. Find the engagement of hands again. Engagement of the thighs. Gaze back between the shins. Rise onto the toes. Inhale, right leg lifts, split dog. Keep that right leg, that right hip level. See if that left heel will lower a little. Inhale. Exhale, right foot through to the hands. Press that floor away. Left heel turns in. Inhale, we wimble that left arm back. Right arm forward, warrior 2. Gaze ahead over that front hand. Shoulders stacked over hips. We tend to all lean forward in this one. Breathing there. Come a bit deeper on the exhale. Try and find your arch in that back foot. Press into the outside edge. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Gaze to elbow if the neck's okay, or just out to the side. Find that side stretch. Inhale, come forward, warrior 2. Exhale, release the hands down. Drop that back knee. Right hand to inside of right foot. Inhale, peel that left arm up. Side angle variation. Gaze to fingertips. Exhale, release the left hand down. We come to the reverse twist. And we should get a stretch to this right glute as well. Right hand to right thigh. Inhale, raise the left arm. I'll show you from this side actually. Left elbow to the outside edge, right thigh. Bring the hands to the heart center. Or into prayer, I should say, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, see if you can press and lift yourself away from that front leg and twist right. First variation. If you'd like something stronger, take the gaze to that front foot. Lift the back knee. Slide those toes back. This is the variation where you really start to feel that glute a little bit more than with the knee down. You can always take the left fingertips down as another option if that twist is too much but you want to work into this glute. Just take the left fingertips down and raise the right hand. Exhale, release that right hand down now. So I'll show you from the front. We're in a lunge position, or the back knee's down. We bring this right knee, hopefully you can see me, left knee behind the right leg, and we come to seated in a Gomukhasana variation. So we slide the thighs together, tops of the feet come to the mat. Squeeze those thighs together as best you can. If it's too much, come to cross-legged with the right leg in front of left. Don't worry if the knees don't stack up. From here now, sit tall. Inhale. Might be enough here. Or exhale, begin to fold forward. Allow the chin to tuck in. This right hip might be lifting off the floor. Try and work it towards the mat, but don't worry if it's not there. While you're here now, deepen breath. And perhaps with your thumb, start to massage the arch of the foot. Maybe the ball of the foot. Wherever feels good for you tonight, a little bit of self-care. Inhale, roll yourself back up to seated. If you can, with the legs crossed, roll over through all fours, or just split the legs and step it back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, or lean forward a touch on the inhale, I should say. Exhale, lower, squeeze those elbows in. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Really shine the heart center forward. Exhale, over knees or toes. Downward dog. Rise onto the toes. Extend your left leg up towards the ceiling. Split dog. See if that right heel will lower. See if you can level off those hips. So if those toes are turned out to the left, square them off if you can. Inhale. Exhale, left foot through to the hands now. Press the floor away, round through that upper back. Right heel turns in. Inhale, we will mother up. Warrior two. So nice long stance with the legs. Right toes out to the long side of the mat, yes. Gaze over front hand. Come a bit deeper if you can. Outer edge of that back foot active. Inhale, arch back. Right hand rests lightly on that right leg. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, windmill the hands down. We come to our side angle. Drop the back knee. Left hand to the inside of left foot. Grab a block as well if you need that here, or come onto fingertips. Inhale, twist right. If you wish, you can lift the back knee and turn the heel in. Exhale, release that right hand down. So we come to the twist on the opposite side. So as I said before, this variation with the elbow over the left hand towards the left hand thigh, take the right fingertips to the mat. If you're coming into the deeper variation, inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale, elbow just to the top of that left thigh. Hands come to Anjali Mudra. We inhale, press away, and exhale, twist. Use that mid-core to help you twist. Gaze to the mat. Or lift the back knee. Slowly transition. Slide those toes back if you need a little more space. Test the variations. Exhale, release the left hand down now. From here, step right knee behind left foot and come to seated for Gomukhasana on the other side. So this is my tighter side. This leg doesn't like it as much. So snuggle those legs together, tops of the feet relaxed. See if you can have the feet lined up as well. Inhale, sitting tall, might be enough again. Try and keep that left hip grounded. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out through your mouth. Massage those feet again. Perhaps creating space with the fingertips through the toes. Maybe even taking the thumbs to the heels. Inhale, roll yourself back up to seated, unravel, or just simply roll over the legs. Step back to plank. Find your Hasta Bandha here as well. Notice if you've been sinking into the wrists here in your plank. So engage the outer edge of the hands, little finger side, thumb side, press into the fingertips and knuckles. Exhale, lower down. Think about your bandha here now, your Hasta Bandha. Inhale through to upward dog or cobra. Notice if there's a lot of weight through the wrists here. See if you can engage the hands. Exhale over knees or toes. Downward dog. 3 nice deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, gaze between the thighs, in between the shins. Inhale, find that bandha. Inhale, now imagine someone's pressing on the outer edges of your calves. Press back, feel that stretch deepen. Exhale, slowly lower the knees to the mat. Coming into one of my favourite, melting hearts. Walk the hands forward. Inhale here, allow them to slide forward if that feels natural. Exhale, allow the chest to dip towards the floor. It might be the chest hovers. You can rest the forehead to the mat, or maybe the chin and the chest will rest all the way down. So opening through the armpits, across the top of the shoulders here. Close your eyes. press into hands, switch the core on. So draw in and up with the abdominals, lift up through pelvic floor, walk those hands back in. Toes tuck under. Inhale, lift back up to downward dog. Exhale here. Inhale, push forward to plank again. Engage the hands. Exhale, lower knees. Lower your chest all the way down. Bring feet into the bottom now, bow pose. Hands come around the tops of the feet. So try and keep your neck nice and long here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, lift up through the pelvic floor, the lower abdominals. Next inhale, reach the feet back, let them lift the chest. So you might find you're rocking a lot here. Really lift up through that pelvic floor on the exhale to prevent you from rocking as much. It's natural though to rock with the breath a little. Exhale, release out, well done. Release the tops of the feet. Whew. Make a pillow out of the hands. Rest your head here. You can sway your hips from side to side, especially if you felt any tension in the lower back. So with that, notice if you're squeezing the glutes really tightly. There's a little bit of core engagement in our chest openers and back bends, but if you're squeezing the glutes, sometimes that can really tighten up the lower back and it can kick our thighs out. So one more variation. We bring the feet into the bottom. Hands can come across the tops of the feet if you're happy with that. If you'd like to try, turn the palms out so the thumbs turn up and bring your hands to the insides of the ankles or tops of the feet there. Inhale. Exhale, sigh out through your mouth. Clear the airway. Inhale. Reach those feet back and up again. Notice what's happening with the glutes. Can you switch them off just a little? Engage, lift through your pelvic floor. Exhale, slowly release the feet. Make that pillow again, forehead rest here, sway the hips. Bring the hands to the shoulders now and bring the legs up, the feet, the big toes touch. This is quite intense, so you won't come up very high. Just going to open through the front hip, front section of the body again. Inhale, press and lift the chest forward, squeeze the elbows in. You can tilt the chin up. Should be quite intense through the front of those hip flexors. Exhale, release down. Bring the feet back in line with the hips. Inhale, press up now. Push back to child's pose, take the knees nice and wide. Hips come back towards the heels. Arms can rest in front or back to the feet or even under the head. Take the breath to your lower back. Really expand through your lower back. Perhaps sway from side to side, even here. Inhale, roll yourself up, walk the hands in if you had them forward, roll yourself up and we'll come to seated. So sit to one side, scoot the legs around and we will take the legs nice and wide. It's one of my favourites. So internally rotate the thighs now. This just means that the sit bones sit on the floor, moving any fleshy parts out of the way. It also helps us create the pelvic tilt that we're looking for. So toes flex back. If you find this really hard and you're almost rounding, I'll show you from the side. If you think you're doing this, see if you can find a book to sit on and then again internally rotate the thighs. Keep the fingertips behind to begin with. Inhale here. Exhale, think about hinging from hips, and then abdomen down. Fingertips behind can be great here. Toes flex back, heels pressing down into the floor. You can stay here. If you're a little bit further in your practice in terms of flexibility, you can walk the hands forward or take the outside edges of the feet. But just be mindful of the stretch kind of going into the bottom, right at the top of the hamstring. If you want to feel it through this midsection of the thigh, the back of the thigh, the hamstring there. And those inner thighs perhaps. Close your eyes. Let go of any frustrations, desires to be somewhere in the pose. I have a teacher to me who sometimes says, and it's so true, it comes and it goes. There's good days, there's bad days. So staying in the depth of the pose, where you are right now, stay there. Check the toes, check they're active, check the legs active. Inhale, see if you can reach your head out of your hips again. Create that space around the shoulders and ears. Stay here, or exhale, see if one final breath you can allow yourself to come forward. Inhale, rise up to gazing pose, just a little way. And exhale, slowly walk yourself back up. Take the hands around backs and knees, bring the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana, another of my favourites. Shuffle the hips forward. If you are fairly open in the hips, you can take your feet and open them like pages of a book. If you're really tight already around here, just keep the thighs, the feet together. You can test it though. From here, sit tall, whichever variation you're in. So similar to our forward fold, think about hinging at the hips. Exhale, come forward and use those forearms just lightly to coerce them open, but also as a lever to help you reach the chest forward. So rather than bringing the head towards the feet, it's tummy to feet, or thereabouts. Intention anyway. Chin tucks in gently. Inhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Bring your feet to the mat now. And then inch yourself down. Nearly there for Shavasana, so grab socks and blankets, jumpers, because we won't be coming up from the mat now. Draw, coming into Happy Baby, draw your knees into your chest. Stay here, take the hands around the backs of the knees first option, or then take the hands to the feet. Inhale and exhale. Draw knees into chest, sway from side to side. If you want an extra stretch, take one leg at a time out to the side. Move around here, do what feels right for you. Then release the feet to the mat. Extend your legs away. We're coming into a fish pose variation. So from here, extend the legs. You sway from side to side and tuck the forearms underneath the body. And so the hands are pretty much underneath your glutes, your bottom. Keep the legs glued together. So you should feel the chest opening already now. Inhale, press into the forearms. So you lift yourself up. Lift and open through the heart center. Stay here. More comfortable is to slowly lower, take the top of the head to the mat. Now from here, allow those shoulders to roll in. Enjoy the space. 3 deep breaths. Keep pressing. pressing into the hands, stay supported. Inhale, press into the forearms to lift the head off the mat. Lower yourself down. Roll your legs out from underneath you. So nice long shavasana this time. Bring the feet to hip width or rest the knees against each other. Tuck the shoulders under, turn palms up. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out through your mouth. So for some of us this is the most challenging. So stay with it. I'll talk you through a body scan. But first, just repeat to yourself, may I be healthy, may I be happy, may I be whole. May I be healthy, may I be happy, may I be whole. And now share it with each other. May you be healthy, may you be happy, may you be whole. May you be healthy, may you be happy, may you be whole. Allow yourself this time now. Release any tension, soften left foot and right foot. Left leg and right leg. Left hip and right hip. The abdomen, lower back, front ribs, back ribs, chest and collarbones, shoulder blades, left hand and right hand, left arm and right arm, left shoulder, right shoulder, space behind your neck, behind the ears, all the way up through the back of the head. Soften the space across your brow, temples, cheekbones, mouth and jaw. Notice the sounds in the distance. Notice the smells around you, and then the sounds around you, close by. Bring movement back gently through toes and fingertips. The head can sway from side to side. Stretch or rest straight to one side. And then roll up to seated slowly. Eyes remain closed. Notice hopefully a change in your physical body and some space in the mind. Perhaps the head sitting lighter on your shoulders, face open. Sense of clarity. Remind yourself of your intention. Take that with you into the evening. And now bring your hands together into your heart center. Rub your eyes, rub your hands together now. Create some heat. And then take the palms over your eyes. Release your hands down now. Bowing our heads. Bring the hands together. Namaste. Thank you very much. Rest there. Don't feel any obligation to come and chat, but just enjoy this feeling post-practice. And yeah, hopefully see you guys next week.